When your client is nice and relaxed, start by putting oil in your hand. Then you're going to apply the oil on the décolleté area, on the neck and on the face. You just use light pressure on your hands. And then you start by circular movements on the décolleté. Go around the shoulders, behind the neck. Then over the face. This is just the basic moves to apply the oil all over the area you are going to massage on. The next move, you are going to do small circular movements on the décolleté area. Use a bit more pressure now. Then you're going to use small circular movements on the neck area. Then you're going to do it all again to cover the whole décolleté and neck area with small circular movements. Make sure you're using a bit more pressure than you did when you start. The next move, you're going to use the same pressure and you're going to do a knuckling movements. Again, all over the décolleté area. Going around the shoulders, behind the neck, and then on the neck area, doing a knuckling movements with your knuckles. Make sure when you do the knuckling movement, you're not going to work on any bones, but just on the tissue. The pressure on the décolleté is a bit more than the pressure on the neck. In the next move, you are going to put your hands flat on your client's chest and you're going to move them outwards. With a bit more pressure, you're going to push them down, go around the shoulders, up behind the neck. Pushing the shoulders down, going behind them and up behind the neck. Then you're going to use a fanning method. It's a lifting method which you lift the skin underneath your hands. Just go down to the décolleté area, around the shoulders. The next move, we call it a kneading move. Between your thumb and your fingers, you take some of the tissue and you knead it. This is medium pressure. This is a very relaxing move. You lift the tissue up and you knead. Once again, you do this all over the décolleté area. Go around the shoulders, up behind the neck, and then you're going to do the same kneading movement on the neck area. Make sure not to pinch your client, but to take enough tissue with a medium pressure and just knead. Next move, you are just going to do a nice effleurage over the whole area again. Nice light pressure over the décolleté, around the neck. Do the prayer movement on the chin, over the nose, forehead. This is how you finish off the décolleté area. Do the prayer movements, hands up, come down, over the nose, over the forehead. This is your basic effleurage move. You're going to do this a couple of times to start on the face. Then you do a friction on the chin, almost a zigzag movement, fast friction on the chin area. Same friction on the nose area, very light pressure on the nose, and zigzag friction on the forehead. This is to improve blood circulation on the skin. Then you can start by kneading the jaw. On the jawbone, you're going to take some flesh, and between the thumb and the fingers, you're going to do the kneading method again. This is a high tension area in the face area, so work it nice and deep. Like I said, do not pinch. Take enough tissue in between your thumb and your forefingers. Take your thumb on the top of the jawbone and your fingers at the bottom, and with light pressure move up to the ears. Then circular movements on the chin, around the mouth, Small circular movements all around the mouth. The pressure is very light here because of the skin being against your teeth. You don't want to put too much pressure. The next move on the face is pressure all around the mouth. Again with the zigzag move, putting pressure from the left to the right to the left. Then we're going to start with circular movements on the whole cheek area. Divide the cheek area in 3 divisions and small circles. Always make sure your client is relaxed. The next move is a light pinch movement on the tissue on the cheek area. This is just to improve the blood circulation in this area. Then with a lifting move, you can use both your hands, first the one lifting, then the other one lifting the tissue of the cheek area. When you move over to the other side, cup your hands around the chin, slide it over and lift. This is an anti-aging move. Then you're going to do a fast lifting move, almost slapping the hand slightly to the skin. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Cupping those hands, moving over to the other sides and lift, 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 lift. It's very light pressure. You're going to start again just by slightly putting pressure on the cheek area. This is not the lifting though, but just the light pressure finishing off the area. Always remember, from the one side to the other side, cup your hands around the chin and move it to the other side. Then you're going to do a fast slapping movement, which is a fast lifting movement. Lift that area, light pressure. Then we're going to move up to the whole nose, eye and forehead area. You're going to start with large circles around the eye area. From the nose, over the eyebrow, and coming in again under the eye. The pressure under the eye must be very light. Then you start with small circles on the nose. Once again, very light pressure. Then alternate the circles on the nose. Then you're going to do a small kneading movement on the eyebrow. Between your thumb and your forefinger, take some of the tissue on the eyebrow and do small kneading movements. Once again, make sure you're not pinching your client, but it's using enough tissue in between the fingers with light pressure. This is also a high tension area in the face. And the next move we are going to do is going to move up to the forehead, and then you're going to move circular movements on the forehead. Small circular movements from the inside outwards. You can use a bit more pressure here. sure your client is relaxed. Always move down to the temple area. And then you start again. Circle movements from the inside outwards all the way down to the temple area. Then we're going to do small friction area on the forehead. Fast up and downwards movement with 2 or 3 fingers. This is again to improve the blood circulation in this area. Then you're going to do a zigzag friction on the forehead, using 2 fingers and 1 finger sliding in between those 2 fingers on the forehead. You can start this movement off with a fast friction movement and then slow it down. Also work between the brows, there where the frown wrinkles appear. Then you do the effleurage over the décolleté, around the shoulders, behind the neck. Do the prayer movement up to the chin, bring it back, slide over the cheeks. Over the nose, around the eye to the temple area. And then do it again. Pressure over the décolleté area, around the shoulders. This is your basic effleurage movement. You're doing it on all the areas you worked on. Then you're moving your basic effleurage movement up to the face again. Do the prayer chin movement. Go up around the cheeks, up the nose, over the forehead, over the temple area. Now you're going to do some drainage on the skin, on the face area. You're going to work on the zygomatic bone. That is the bone you will feel right under the eye. With your thumb, you will put pressure on that bone against the nose, and with slight pressure, you will work it out. All the way outwards to the temple area. And you can do that a couple of times. medium pressure, this is called the draining of the sinuses. Then just below, on the cheekbone, you're going to do the exact same move. Medium pressure from the nose downwards. Then you're going to do draining on the forehead. With a bit more pressure, put the thumbs on the brows and pressure outwards to the temple area again. And just above the brow, pressure with the outward stroke. Then with your thumbs, you're going to put pressure between the brows, lift it up. You're going to do lift up pressure on the whole brow area. This is not a flowing move. You lift up your thumb and you move it. Pressure all the way to the temple area. Then you're going to put pressure on the temple with your palms. You're going to cup your hands around the face. You're going to move your hands upwards. Put the fingertips on the temple area. And you're going to lift your fingers up until it's only your middle finger. And you're going to relieve the tension. Lift your fingers away. Cup the ears. Hold it there for a few seconds. Move it away, and that's how you do a luxury facial massage. Until next time, I hope you are going to enjoy using this new skill on your friends and family members.